Welcome to the following presentation of the I'd Rather Be Drinking Beer Fantasy Football League.
Live from Raleigh, North Carolina, it's the 2016 Fantasy Football Draft Lottery.
We're live. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this year's NBA lottery. I'm sorry. This is the I'd Rather Be Drinking Beer lottery for this year's NFL draft. Mic check. Hello. Yes, welcome to this year's 2016 I'd Rather Be Drinking Beer draft lottery. I am your host, Rusty Colon, and this is my co-host, Harry Windass. Harry, how you feeling about this year's lottery, sir?
Very excited. Glad to be here. Ever since the conclusion of the last fantasy season, I've been looking forward to the next one. Some people say this is fake football for people with too much time on their hands, but guys like you and I, we think it's a blast.
Yeah, screw those guys calling this stuff fake. All right, so let's get into this league here. This is a new league. We have 12 teams. It's conducted of 12 teams. We have some seasoned veterans. We also have some newbies. I heard we have 4 newbies in this league. All are female. We have Luis. We have Elizabeth, Bethany, and Sarah. So all females. Let's talk about a little bit about these these owners and whatnot. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting mix of experience and fresh talent, which is great. It's great. It's great. Bringing the new people into this exciting sport. But you've also got the seasoned veterans, guys like Al Milak, reportedly plays in up to 8 leagues at a time.
That's insane.
I mean, what do you think of that?
We'll find him a hotline.
What else does he do with his life?
I have no idea. That's crazy.
Natasha Reed, she's a two-time fantasy football champion.
Powerhouse, I like
Kevin
it.
Reed, he plays.
Okay, all right. He plays. Does he contend? He plays. Mustache is falling off. So let's talk about some of these other contenders. We have a sleeper. So I've heard.
Always a sleeper. Brendan, I think a bit of a dark horse candidate. A bit of a mystery to some folks in the league, but some are contending that he might be able to win it all, and certainly possible. An interesting point too. I think. Contrast the 2015 fantasy football season versus the 2016 season.
Right.
2015 was the year of the running back.
Right. Yes, sir.
9 of the top 12 projected picks, all running backs. And quite frankly, a lot of them didn't really live up to it.
Let's talk about some of those players.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell, number 1 projected overall pick last season, only played in 6 games, only scored 3 touchdowns, rushed for less than 600 yards. Really didn't provide the value that I think fantasy owners expected of him. Not to mention that he was suspended for multiple games for marijuana use. Is suspended once again this year, but we've seen his draft stock slide accordingly. Jamal Charles, another big name. 5 games played, only scored 5 touchdowns. Really not what people expected when they drafted him 4th last season. So this year you're seeing the wide receivers really step up and take over a lot of those premier draft slots.
So these guys are going to be the point makers this year, according to a lot of the experts. Right?
Those are the expectations. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to the whole reason why we're here this evening. Hold on a second. Let me loosen up. Good. Okay. All right. Let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for. This year's lottery to determine the draft picks for this I'd rather be drinking beer league. Ladies, please, let's get this lottery conducted, if you will.
And the 12th pick goes to the 8. James.
Oh, and James gets stuck with the 12th pick. How do we feel about that? How do we feel?
A lot of people, it's the last pick, right? Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is you get 2 picks back to back right there out of the first gate.
That's right. We're doing snake format in this league.
Snake format. So
correct.
You get pick number 12, and then in round 2 you've got the first pick. So you've got back-to-back picks. I think there's a big chance to make an impact. You might see guys slip down to that. You may see an AJ Green, you may see an Allen Robinson, maybe an Adrian Peterson fall to that 12th slot. Could be a good way to build that lineup. Maybe go running back, wide receiver, or wide receiver, running back there. And could be a good cornerstone.
All right, James, so it sounds like you're kind of screwed, but could be a blessing as well. Good luck, James. Good luck with that 12th pick. Ladies, let's move on to the next pick, please.
And the 11th pick goes to B2. Angela.
The 11th pick, Angela.
Angela, okay. She's somewhat of a seasoned veteran.
I would say so.
Right, so
Yeah, several seasons under her belt.
She'll be doing okay with that 11th pick. She's used to the snake format.
All
right. Great. Let's move on to the 10th pick, please.
And the 10th pick goes to B3.
If you came tonight and you feel on go, somebody say, whoa, whoa. And you don't stop. It's like a once for the trouble.
A newbie, Bethany. Bethany is the 10th pick for this year's draft. Good luck, newbie.
What do you think? I mean, when do teams start getting nervous about these picks? Is there a lot of preparation going on, or do they just kind of wing it on draft day?
That's a good question. I think some of these newbies. Are we talking about the newbies? Yeah. I think some of them are just gonna wing it because they have no freaking clue what they're doing.
Right.
But I think some of them are gonna take this pretty serious and do their research, and I think they're gonna contend. I don't think they would have joined the league if they didn't feel like they could contend.
Yeah,
So-
I'd agree with you. Let's move on to number 9.
Let's go. Number 9. Ladies, please.
And the 9th pick goes to
Bounce is back.
B5.
Let's get it in.
Brian, another seasoned vet with the 9th pick, kind of leaning towards the center of the group, which is a decent position to be. Or some folks feel.
I'll tell you what. I've been following him in particular for the past few seasons, and 9th pick. You might think we're verging in on the center, but he'll find a way to screw it up.
Oh, excellent. So the rumor is true. Okay, cool. All right, ladies, let's move on to the 8th pick, please.
And the 8th pick goes to B10. Luis.
Luis, another of the new female newbies.
Oh,
Luis, yeah. Awesome. Good luck, Luis. You're in a tough position, I guess, kind of picking towards the middle.
You
being a
know,
newbie.
there should be some good
You're gonna
talent.
be kind of clueless. I mean, I don't think Luis is gonna know what to do.
Should be some good talent for her to evaluate at that point. I mean, depending on what she's trying to do, I think she'll have some quality running backs available to her at that slot. You may even have a guy like Rob Gronkowski. Probably going to be the best tight end in football again this year. There's a chance maybe he slides down to that position. So it'll be interesting to see what she decides to do with that pick.
Again, good luck to you, Luis, with the 8th pick of this year's draft. Let's move on to the 7th pick.
And the 7th pick goes to B4, Brendan.
The sleeper.
Yeah,
The sleeper.
our dark horse, Brendan,
right.
coming in at 7th.
I like it.
You talked to Brendan this week, all right? And what did he say in that meeting?
He said winter is coming.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what that means. Let's move
I
on.
think it's like from a TV show or something. It's
I
like
mean,
supposed to be dark or
I don't know.
it's like a threat or something.
Okay.
But yeah, anyhow, I guess winter is around the corner. Maybe that's what he meant.
Well, I mean, fall.
Whatever
fall
he
comes
meant.
first.
He sounded pretty serious. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the 6th pick, ladies, please.
And the 6th pick goes to B7, Elizabeth.
Another newbie, Elizabeth with the 6th pick. I like 6 personally. 6, you're smack dab in the middle. You really don't have a whole lot of time in between your picks, which is nice. You don't have to wait as long as some of these folks that are closer to 1 or closer to 12, where they get those big gaps in between.
Kind of
So
evens
6?
you up, being in the middle.
I
there,
think
right?
so. I think so. What's your
Okay.
take?
Not. I think you're right. Probably not a lot of pressure. It's a little easier going for some folks.
Right.
Again, they don't have to wait too long, or
Yes.
they don't have to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
too quick of a decision. So time-wise speaking, yeah, it's a good position to be in. So I think she's in a good spot there, being one of the newbies in this year's draft. So good luck to you, Elizabeth. Let's move on to the 5th pick.
And the 5th pick goes to B12, Sarah.
Press on with the listening range. Nah, but for real, I got so much money in my mind from fake motherfuckers to my future.
And another newbie towards the center of the group. This is going to make it interesting. Sarah, with pick number 5 this year. What do you think about that?
Well, this is the interesting territory. In my opinion, we're getting into the make or break type picks because, you're talking top 6. You really need to hit a home run here. And, if you select if you pick a bust, last year if you drafted, a Jamal Charles and Eddie Lacy, a Le'Veon Bell with that pick, you weren't happy by the end of the season. And, this time around we've got guys like Ezekiel Elliott, an unproven rookie, Todd Gurley, really he doesn't have a full season under his belt, showed some flashes of brilliance last year, but, how's he going to do with a full workload? David Johnson from the Cardinals as well. We're getting into the, pressure-packed picks here.
Well said, Harry. Well said. Be wise with your choice. That's kind of what I got. So, all right. Good luck to you, Sarah, with the 5th pick. Let's move on to the 4th pick.
And the 4th pick goes to B9, Kevin.
It looks like the 4th pick. The 4th pick goes to Kevin. Kevin Reed. We talked about him in the opener. He's certainly a guy that makes an effort.
He plays or something like that, right?
He does play.
Right.
I heard he comes up with good team logos.
Oh.
I don't know what the point value of a good team logo is.
Does it make you points?
I don't believe it does, but it does depend on the commissioner and how they assign points. Typically, in a standard scoring or even a PPR format, having a creative logo, it's really not going to help your team.
I hope you took notes there, Kevin. Just trash the logo. It didn't really matter. All right, good luck with your 4th pick. All right, we're getting down to the top 3, the last 3 picks
Yep.
of this year's draft for the I'd Rather Be
We
Drinking
need a drum
Beer.
roll, I think.
Yeah. Let's get a drum roll going,
let's
people.
go.
Come on. All right, so ladies, let's move forward with the 3rd pick of this year's draft.
And the 3rd pick goes to
Walking through this world alone.
B6 Cam.
Looks like Cam.
Cam on your titties.
Cam on your TDs.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Man.
it's TDs,
TDs,
not
yes.
titties.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I said titties.
Yeah.
Okay. TDs, Cam on your titties.
This will be an interesting pick, I think, too. I mean, projection. Most of the projections I've seen, Julio Jones, it looks like wide receiver out of Atlanta is the guy that folks are thinking are going to go number 3. The fact is, with the number 3 pick, you're going to have a lot of players to choose from. Again, critical decision there. I hope he makes a good one.
Good luck to you, Cam. I heard you've got some experience here. You're not a new kid on the block, so I think with that 3rd pick, you'll choose wisely. So that leaves us with two teams. We've got Team Al and Team Natasha with the last 2 picks. We're going to go ahead and announce the 2nd pick. Of course, that'll obviously let us know who the 1st pick is.
Yes, indeed.
So let's get to it. Let's move on to the number 2 pick of this year's draft.
And the 2nd pick goes to
To the final frontier. Soul position. RJD2 on the beats, plus myself.
B11 Natasha.
And Natasha with the number 2. That leaves Al with number 1.
Unbelievable.
How did that happen?
I
thought like nobody wanted.
Should we draft? Maybe we should do the draft again.
Or was this just a test run? Yeah, should we just do
Yeah,
it
this
again?
is practicing. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations to Al.
Yep. Well, Natasha, congrats with pick number 2.
Obviously, that's big.
2-time reigning champ in a couple other leagues.
Yeah.
I know you'll do well with that 2nd pick. Hopefully you're picking someone that's going to kick Al's ass. But anyhow, yeah, Al, congratulations with the number 1 pick of this year's draft. How do you think he's gonna utilize that number 1 pick? Who do we have in the top field there? You think he might want to pick up? With
I'll tell you what. If it's my pick, if I'm the number 1 pick, I'm trusting all the experts, the consensus rankings. Antonio Brown's my guy. Incredible receiver out of Pittsburgh. He's got a fantastic quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger throwing to him. Fantastic season last year. Returns punts. He's dynamic there too. We'll see, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So Harry, I think the correct answer I was looking for was, who gives a shit? All right, yeah, Al. Good luck with your number 1 pick. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude this year's lottery for the draft. We've got a finalized list here. We're looking forward to Monday at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the I'd Rather Be Drinking Beer live draft. Again, that's 1:00 p.m. Eastern Time this coming Monday. I can't wait. I've already got goosebumps. I'm
Rusty,
excited.
I totally agree.
It's going to be great.
Pleasure to be with you as always, Rusty.
Pleasure. All right, everybody, you have a good night. We will see you Monday.
Yeah, have a great season.